Yes, people. Welcome to Saga TV and welcome back to the Sunday night Man United Unfiltered podcast. I'm with my mate Andy Tate. Happy Andy Tate. How are you, mate, on this Sunday bank holiday weekend? How you feeling, mate? How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm on the back end of a cold and I'm trying to shake it off. My sciatic is killing. I can hardly walk, but hey, life goes on. United won yesterday. I can get on with it, unlike some players.
Yeah, exactly. You know what we can do, man, and that's the main aim, people. Big up to everybody in the chat. Make sure you guys are smashing the like on the video, people. Make sure you do that right now. Get them likes up. Make sure you go follow Andy Tate, not on Instagram, on YouTube.
I'll mention that in a bit.
Yeah, make sure you go check it out. And yeah, man, we'll get straight into it, Andy. Breaking news has just drawn up right now, and that is Antony to Manchester United. Here we go. Agreement in place with Ajax. 100 million. Yes, 100 million fee. Contract until June 27 with an option until 2028 to be signed tomorrow. Contracts being prepared. It's Eredivisie historical record fee. Antony will be a Man United player, will be in Manchester next week. Andy, your initial reactions to the news that's just breaking there, mate. How are you?
I think that's disgusting. We've been played for fools by everybody now, and we've exposed ourselves. We could have got this done and played a lot less early July, but 100 million fee. And Ajax, that's licking the lips at this. Fair play, we're getting a great player and he wants to come. But this is it just shows the negotiations and the fools for what Arnold and Mertog are. Absolute gimps, just puppets. And it's a joke. But I will welcome the signing. But you said all the new toys, I'm still protesting. So yeah, we move on, and I've heard other crazy stuff today as well with other transfer activity. So we'll have to say we're getting robbed. Yeah, he's right. We're getting robbed. Eat it. We're getting robbed. Criminal.
You know what? It's good to be honest, isn't it? Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like I said, we don't. I think he's worth about 50, 60 million at tops, but it just goes to show why United fans are glazes out, because we need a better negotiation team that are proactive, that, you know, we don't look like mugs here. You know, yes, we're happy that we've got the deal and I'm over the moon, but at the same time, you know what I mean? Like I said, 100 million is a lot of money, but this is what we do in it when we're not proactive, Andy. This is what happens. And we've got big up to Dominic here. Dominic, I don't know if you guys see them on the channel. Dominic, Andy Tate, Dominic.
You right?
Pleased to meet you, Dominic.
You too, brother.
Yeah, not too bad, man. Dom, we've just been talking about the actual transfer of Antony. We've got the here we go. You're shaking your head. Andy Tate was saying as well, it's a crazy deal, but where are you on this one?
Oh man, I was talking to can you hear me good, yeah?
Yeah.
I was talking to a few people about this, and I'm in two minds, you know. I feel like Antony is a great signing. It's a great signing, and people keep talking about, oh, why is Van de Beek not playing? Why is he not playing? He's playing because he's big up, man. He's playing because we're not ready for Ten Hag ball yet. That's the main thing. We're not ready for Ten Hag ball yet. So Van de Beek would not do well in this team. Erik Ten Hag can't get all the players he wants straight away. We can't. We know he wants the people to fail and make their own mistakes, so he keeps the dressing room happy. He's let Maguire fail. He's let Shaw fail. And the people that have come in have stepped up. Great. But my only thing about Antony and what we saw in the last game is that our midfield, we lack a dictator, a controller, someone with a stick that's doing the Mozart, you know, that's just like, guys, come over here, you know, a traffic warden. Just go down this lane, that road's blocked. We're missing that guy. And Antony might be great, and I rate Antony, but he won't shine. I don't think he won't shine until we get that controller. And I know we're not going to get him this transfer window, but I'm concerned. I think Antony's fantastic. He's the icing on the cake. He's going to do stuff, but if we can't get the ball to him side, what's he going to do? That's my only thing. And getting 100 million.
Where we've got a coach, though. Is that the benefit of having a coach, though? Now that we've got a coach and he knows him well. I think before I would have said to you, Antony without a clear direction. Now that we've got a coach that knows him, does that not give you a bit of, optimism, anything like that?
I hear what you're saying, man, but you can have a coach, but still not have the player you need. You can have you come to build a house and you've got the spanner, the flicking screwdriver, but you ain't got the drill. Like, you need to make sure that you have everything in place for things to connect. We haven't got to connect for him. Casemiro was our plan B. He's a different type of profile of DM, holding midfielder. He's completely different to De Jong, right? We know how much Ten Hag wanted De Jong. It was clear as day. Casemiro, absolute world winner, superstar, great. But we still have Eriksen next to him, who for me is not that guy. He's more of a Bruno sort of, like, let me see what I can do on the other side of the pitch. And who's next to him? The thing about it with Antony, and I trust Ten Hag wholeheartedly, massively. What I'm thinking is that maybe with Antony there and keep training the people that we have at the moment, maybe we can be a stopgap for now. But man, look, we can't go from
Antony?
No, stopgap for now until we get this ball in. Trust me, when we get a midfield controller, then we'll see the real Antony. Don't get me wrong. I want Antony all day long. Forget about the 100 mil. Do not care. Do not care. The market dictates that, not us.
That's what I was going to ask you. Yeah.
That's inflation. If you look at stock markets, we can't control that. The market dictates that. It goes on trends. It goes on what's happening. It goes on what other people are doing. That's external variables out of our control. Forget the money. The money's the money. Jack Grealish, 117 million euros. The boy can't get on the pitch. Nunes, 100 million euros. What's he doing? Forget about the money. That's things that we don't need to worry about. For us, it's what are we doing on the pitch? And Antony is a baller. I just don't think we're going to see the best Antony without someone dictating the ball in the middle. And that's my only concern.
Big up to Masood, says it's 100 million euros, 850 million pound. If Gordon is going to 65 million, surely Antony's worth 20 million more. Thoughts, guys? Is that the way you look at it, Andy, there? Obviously, Gordon's got that British tax on him. The fact that he's English, it kind of raises up the price there. But like I said now, the transfer window is crazy at the minute, you know what I mean, and whatnot. At the same time, I think we can't make excuses for the Glazers. They still should have been proactive in what they were doing. But like I said now, if you want to go and get the big stars in the world, Andy, this is what you're going to pay for now.
Yeah, like I say, we were talking off air. Everything's going up, in it. Normal life, football as well. Transfers, it's absolutely crazy, but just makes you wonder if that 20 million more could have been spent elsewhere to get another target. It's throwing everything at one. You're getting that one toy off the shelf. I want that. No. What about that as well? You can still have both. No, throw everything at that. We'll get that. But I welcome Antony. I really do. But he's we still he'll shine, but we still need a defensive ball winner in midfield. We really do, and I don't think we're going to get him this window.
No. What about a striker as well? We need a striker. You know what I mean? Like I said,
I've heard all sorts today. Aubameyang, Memphis. We walked with Memphis once, and he didn't sing like Elvis, did he? So I don't know.
You know what? Would you have him back, for 10 million, Andy? If he was available for 10 million, and let us know in the chat, people, as well. Would you take Memphis Depay? But I'm going to ask you, Andy, first of all. Would you take him back for 10 million?
No, we should have. So why was he negotiating for free to go to Juve? Then United are going to pay £10 million, 10 million euro with Barcelona when he was going to terminate his contracts anyway. So Man United have been played by Barcelona again. It doesn't make sense to pay 10 million euro for a player who's going to leave anyway to go to Juventus on a free transfer. I would welcome him back. He's a striker. It's a World Cup year. And he's proved himself with was it Lille?
Lyon.
Yeah, Olympic Lyon, and he's done it in Barcelona. But it's like desperation. But it's the way it's the way our transfer strategy is, and it's pathetic. We could lose Ronaldo. Martial's a sick note. Rashford again ineffective yesterday. Alanga, there's too much pressure on the poor lad. Because he's just been thrown into the deep end. He needs time to mature, to be better. Maybe a loan out. He should have been loaned out. If we'd gotten our targets in this season, maybe Alanga could have been loaned out to another Premier League side or a Championship left side just to get a bit of game time, get a bit of experience like Garner did last season with Nottingham Forest. So it is what it is. We could have a really good strike force come Thursday. And it's transfer deadline day is on the same night as we play Leicester.
Same day, I know.
So are we going to get it all sorted by Tuesday, Wednesday? Or is it going to be a mad panic? No Ronaldo in the country. No Ronaldo. We always flew out. Always gone. So who've we got up front?
Well, this is what I mean. And Dominic, yesterday, I'm not going to lie to you, man. As much as I was praising the defence, I was a bit worried about the attack. Antony's great. That's one part of the jigsaw. But we also need a goal scorer. We also need someone that's scoring goals. Sancho, obviously, still not delivering. We need to see more from him. Rashford, again, he's hit and miss. He's more on a counter-attack. Elanga, can you rely on him? We need desperately a striker. Martial, I just feel like I'm always getting bad news with him. And that's one of them. Where are you on... with his strike force? Ronaldo as well. His body language yesterday. I know people said he celebrated and whatnot, but when he came on the pitch, I just felt like he was a bit like his head was somewhere else.
Mate, I don't know where to start. Alanga sounds like a food from another place. I don't know what that is. Do you want some Alanga? Yes, please. Well done. Honestly, Alanga is so basic. Look, I'm sure he's a nice guy. Whenever I talk about players, I never talk about the person. I haven't got a clue who they are. They haven't got a clue who I am. I'm talking about on the pitch. Alanga is average. He could become above average in about 10 years, but we haven't got 10 years. We need to play now. Antony's going to completely displace him. If we're talking about like the football and where we go from now, man, there is a lot of work to do. And I know we always talk about the money, but with the Glazer in charge and everything going on, there's no point worrying about the money because that's a separate thing to concentrate on. We can't say, we got 100 million budget. If we just spend 40, then it don't work like that. They don't just think, we got 40, we've got 60 left. Cool. What do we need to do? Normal people do that. People that who do forward thinking and forward planning would do that, not Glazers. We can have 100 million, get a player cheaper, and then they won't even spend the 60 million. So forget about the price and the money. For me, if you look at Memphis Depay, right, I don't care about the 10 million. I don't care how much he costs. I just want to see that player on the pitch. If he helps us play better, I don't care. Right now, the only way we are going to get better and get back to what we were is having players who can play football, who can follow instructions and run hard, work hard, and do their job. Give me players that do their job. I'm not asking for people to do Rabonas. I'm not asking for people to do the samba or do flips when they score. All I want you to do is do your job. If you're a striker, I want you to hold up the ball, be up there, interlink in play, and score goals. That's what I want you to do. If you're a midfielder, I want you to progress the ball, be the connect. Football's not a difficult game if you break it down. If we look at the lower teams, they haven't got players like us. Ralph Hussein Betty, whatever his name is, came out and said 5 of his players cost 1 of our players, right? But they still had people from Man City, their 18-year-old that was bossing the midfield. They had a juggernaut that looked like he's on steroids at the back, but they were playing well. So it's not just about the name and so forth. It's about how you put these players together. We need players. We need players to get people on the bench. So what I saw yesterday was beautiful. I'm starting to see something. We got an 80 million defender on the bench. Good. Depth. Fantastic. We got Ronaldo on the bench. Good. Depth. I want a good bench. I want rotation. I want Van de Beek.
It's a long season, man. It's a long season.
It's a long season. And all these people keep saying to me, but who's he going to start over? What do you mean? They haven't got to always start over. There's different tactics for different games. There's different tournaments. He'll play this game. He'll play this game. We should take Memphis Depay if we can get... I'll put it this way, right? And people are getting worried about Memphis Depay. And I understand. Look, you don't want to buy someone back who did it. In honesty, I couldn't care less. But tell me right now, would you rather get to the end of the transfer window and we don't find a striker, or we get Memphis Depay for 10 million? What would you rather? Because I know
I'd rather go get a striker. I'd rather not save money for the Glazers. Because yesterday, Andy. Exactly.
Take him.
But yesterday, Andy. Yeah, go on, Dom.
No, there's the last thing. Like on Sesko, I'm really gutted we missed him. I'm really gutted we missed him because I was doing we didn't hear about these people. Sesko sounded like a juice. I didn't know what that was, but I YouTubed him like everybody else did.
Where are you shopping from? Ilanga sounds like food.
Mate,
Sesko sounds like a drink. Where do you shop from?
Where have you met? I'm a Tesco guy. I'm a Tesco guy, but Sesko juice sounds like something from Aldi. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
it's one of them ones. But
big up Aldi.
Big up. I love Aldi, man. I got one next door. But no, with Sesko, it felt like with Sesko that was something that was a bit of a change. It was someone trying to play good football. He's tall, he's got good feet, a bit like Giroud. I was excited about that. But can you see the drop off in quality up front without Martial, with his touch, his depth touch? Ronaldo, he tried his best to get up to like level 3 acceleration, bro. He can't do it. He can't do it. So mate, look, we need a lot, man. A lot needs to change, but we can't do it in one window.
Absolutely. Big up to Olu. He says, start the window. United will change their transfer strategy. End of the window, almost 250 million spent. Lol. Just goes to show, man, when the fans were protesting and we started to bring the pressure on the Glazers, all of a sudden money comes out of nowhere. Joel Eaton says, big up, lads. Partey or Rodri for best DM in the league. I'm going to go for Rodri. I don't think Partey's a natural DM.
No, not Partey. No.
Rodri's just clear. Owinski says here, I'm sure these players follow instructions, but it's simply not good enough. Ilanga will not get into a top 19 team. Too much quality in the Premier League. And you know what, Andy? He's got a point, man, because yesterday the strike force was a bit meh, you know what I mean, and whatnot. When Ronaldo came on, he struggled to get into the game because we were so pinned back, and obviously our fluidity up front. Sancho at the minute is not kind of producing. Rashford, I don't even know if he played yesterday. And Ilanga, he tries, bless him, but you know what I mean, trying is not what Man United should be doing. We should have quality. You know what I mean? What do you look at that strike force? Are you worried up front, slightly up front?
Yeah, I am worried. I think Martial, absolutely. Why did we keep him? He's just like he was so, like I say, he played well in pre-season. He looked good. Pre-season is different to the Premier League, and this is why I think he's going to be problems again. Not from a personal, you know, I don't want to be here and all that. I think this season he will be a signal. Can't make it, can't make this, can't make that. So I think, like say, our front forwards, we need new ones. Because say if we're not going to do anything in the league to get in the Europe that way, but maybe Memphis, say Antony as well. We've got a Europa League, a very kind draw as well. Nice trip to Cyprus if we can afford it in this day and age. So, we've got a favourite and we said League Cup's been done as well. We've got Aston Villa, is it, as well? So, games are coming thick and fast. So, I'll take any strikers, anything. As long as we're not weakened, we have to strengthen. I mean, if we keep Ronaldo, add Memphis with Antony as well, that's even better.
Yeah.
But if we've only got Antony and Ronaldo goes, then we still got Ilanga and Rashford, then I will be worried. I mean, can we still get Aubameyang? I don't know. I'd take Aubameyang because he's done it at Arsenal.
I'm not sure about Aubameyang. I'm not going to lie to you. The only reason why is I think Depay is much younger, and I think we could get a bit more out of him in terms of hold-up play. That's my only thing with Depay and Mbappe. Big up to everybody watching, guys. There's over 700 of you here. Please smash a like on the video. I know you're watching, guys. I know we get carried away, but please, the helps do like for the algorithms and whatnot. Flawless is not here today, by the way, because he's in the London Carnival. So bank holiday weekend, you know what I mean? Like I said, busy weekend, man. So big up to everybody who's enjoying their bank holiday weekend and whatnot. SK here says, don't get caught with total spend. They didn't buy anything in January and held back the season before. That's a good point. They started to say that, you know, we're saving the money for the summer. And all of a sudden, the money came out of nowhere rather than start the summer. That striker option with Ronaldo, are the club doing again what we said before? Are they in a bit of a sticky situation, Dom, in terms of Ronaldo still not wanting to kind of make a decision? Obviously, we're going to hear, when's that thingy coming out next week? Is it next week coming out?
Come out soon, yeah. It's going to come out
soon.
The
interview. You know, so where are you with the Ronaldo situation? Because I feel like he's there, but he's just waiting for that go-ahead. You know, when you say, right, pack your bags, we're going. That's what he's waiting for now.
Yeah. This Ronaldo, man, what is he doing here? Like, what is he doing? Like, this is embarrassing. What a way to go out, isn't it? What a way to go out. Look, whenever you come to Manchester United, you're going to get Manchester United. He thought he was going to... I've made Manchester United a verb, basically, like a description word, right? So he's basically come here thinking that he could be the story, the savior. He didn't realize how bad Manchester. It's quite funny. He didn't realize how bad we were. So he's come over thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this." He can't do it by himself. He can't do it by himself, and he's actually tarnishing his not what he's done. Because he's still one of the best footballers on this earth, but the way you go out, the swan song, it just seems desperate from him now. No one wants him, and it's not that no one wants to appreciate what he does and what he's been and who he is. But why would you get someone who's nearly 38 when you're trying to play a certain type of football and plan for the future? It doesn't make sense. Look, if Ronaldo stays, he's got to change his mentality. He's got to change his approach to training.
But will he do that though? Will he do that? Does he not think, "Oh, you know what? I've won everything. I demand a different club"?
No. If he can't go anywhere, he'll have to say, because we've seen now that Ten Hag doesn't play games. If you're not running, if you're not being effective, you will not play. Rashford, Martial was injured, and he still played Rashford, and we all know Rashford is not really effective. So he knows that if he's not playing well, he will get dropped. So he's probably asking his agent now, "Please, I'm getting embarrassed. You think he's happy being on that bench next to Van der Beek, like the swan song, the flagship of subs that never get used? He doesn't want to be on the bench. He wants to leave. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I want to know what you all think, but I still think he's going to leave. I don't see Ronaldo staying. It makes no sense for him to stay. It makes no sense for him. Why would he want to play Europa League? Never done it. Why would he want to play on the bench? Never done it. Why would he want to be at Manchester United, who's rebuilding? Like it doesn't make any sense. So look,
you know what? That's a good point there, Andy. That's a good point. What do you reckon he wants to do at United? What's his main prerogative? I know he wants to leave, but do you reckon it's good keeping a Ronaldo that's not really happy, that doesn't want to be there, that might cause a dressing room? I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. Tension, maybe.
I think he wants to stay for the fans because we all love him. But I think for his personal career, he wants Champions League football. And if he's going to go, they'll let him go with all our blessing, because you don't want to be remembered as a bench warmer. But if he does go, I hope he rocks, and I mean rocks that club to the foundation with this interview. I really do. Give us more fuel for this movement as well.
Yeah.
On the other side, rock him to the core, shake the place up, throw in a couple of hand grenades and walk out the door and drop the mic. And that's it. You're done, lad. And we'll carry on with this, and you go with our blessing.
Absolutely. Winsky says here, what can Martial do to sustain his fitness? I don't think that's it. I don't think we can sort him out. I'll be honest with you, Winsky. I think with Martial, I think Ten Hag must be gutted as well in terms of, I can't build with Martial. I just can't. You know what I mean? I can't do this. He must have been very, very disappointed when he said, because he almost said, I can't give a time. You know, when normally you can say he'll be out for 2 or 3 weeks. He didn't even give a time. He just goes, I hope he comes back for Leicester. And it's just one of them where he's either got it or you don't. And that's the sad reality. And I look at our kind of forward line, and you know what I mean? The hit and miss Sancho. I mean, Dom, man, do we need to talk about Sancho in a sense of consistency, or is it going to come?
No. Anybody talking about Sancho, don't do it. Don't do it. Because every time people talk about Sancho, he scores goals like that. Sancho, you don't turn crap overnight. You don't change how you play overnight. He's done it at Borussia Dortmund, and he was the best. Him and Haaland, people were like, "Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous." When we have Ten Hag ball, Sancho will be one of our best players, if not the best player. I promise.
Why does he keep getting subbed off? The rest.
I will tell you this right now, Saeed, right? Because I think about it myself, right? First of all, we got a game against Leicester. So give him some time.
Absolutely.
Give him some time there, because he's starting. We don't need to risk him. He get an injury. Second of all, right, when you think about Sancho, the first thing I saw watching him, right, the first thing I saw is that the previous game, whenever Sancho was playing, there was people around him. When we played Liverpool, he wasn't just isolated. This game, 3 people on him, and there was not one Manchester United player supporting him. Not one. And I watched him because I knew that people were going to go for Sancho. And sometimes you should watch a player for a good 10 minutes, and then you move to another player. I watched Sancho for 10 minutes, just carefully. Every time he got the ball on the left, isolated. Not one person was going to say, "Give me the ball." Van der Beek loves the hands. He's like, "Give me the ball." No one was asking for it. So if you're not supporting,
but you got Bruno Fernandes, who again, it's not being effective. They got McTominay who hides and is not really in the game.
So what was he supposed to do? So are we expecting Sancho to do 3 flicking step overs, get past 6 players and cross it in? That's impossible. We saw and we see all the time how Sancho is effective by playing combination football, by being supported. He does so many simple 1-2s that we've been crying out for 5, 6, 7 years. What do you expect him to do? Rashford can't get past 3-4 players. Can't get past the 3-4 players. Ronaldo can't get past 3-4 players. Are you expecting Antony, if he's isolated, to get past 3-4 players? I'm promising you right now, he might try a tick-a-tacker, but he's just going to start to annoy the fans if he starts doing that. Antony played good for Ajax when he had support, when he had people saying, I'm here for the ball, touch and goes. Every time you watch a YouTube compilation of Antony, he's not so much isolated. And if he is isolated, he's got space to run into. Sancho didn't have space to run into. Southampton knew what they were doing. So do not go on my guy Jadon. I promise you, this guy is above the levels of what we need. If he went to Man City, the guy would be disgusting. Disgusting.
You know what? Big up to Sandor. Appreciate the super chat. Is it worth signing Napoli striker Osimhen for 100k? I don't think 100k, but 100 million, I'm guessing. I think he's untouchable at Napoli. I think right now they're going to want to keep him. I don't think they'll even entertain a swap deal, but we never know, man. We never know. I think right now it might be too late for that one. But big up to you, Sandor. Andy, do you agree with him? Do you think he's been a bit soft there, maybe? You know, Dom, do you reckon there should be a kind of a harsher criticism on Sancho now to kind of deliver consistently now, not just kind of one-off games? We want to see it more. Or is anyone doing it? You know, can you particularly blame one player?
No, you can't go in on Sancho because, like you say, you've seen the talent he has. You've seen him in the Bundesliga with Haaland. I mean, he took it. It was a breath of fresh air, fast pacing. It's a different type of league. You get more time in Germany and in, say, in the Premier League, it's split fast like that. You've got it's a team sport. It's like Pogba at Juventus. I'm not a fan of Pogba, but Pogba at Juventus played better, well, with other good players around him. And this is what Sancho needs at United. And you will see the fruits of the labour with Sancho in time. He will come good. And it's going to take time. It'll take, but I think Sancho is starting to flourish a little bit. And like you say, all right, you get a game hit and miss. You're good there, you're not good there, but he's still young. You got to remember this. You got to remember he's young, and it will come good with the right players if we get him. If we get it right.
What will come good though is my likely Sandro Martinez. I mean, bloody hell, mate, Dom, man, this guy's an animal. And you know what it is? Shame on these TalkSport ones.
Oh,
you know these TalkSport pundits.
I saw that, man.
Honestly, these talks, you know, I mean, I didn't want to call them TalkSport. It's called Talk Shite. Big up to Nuruddin. He always tells me Talk Shite. Gabriel Bollahor, man. I don't know if you watched the game. He said that.
Nando's,
Che Adams. Sorry?
He said that he was at Nando's watching it. Oh, don't give me that rubbish. He said he was at Nando's watching it.
There's no TVs at Nando's. I've been to Nando's.
He said
where was he watching it?
He said he was having Nando's, having a butterfly chicken, watching it on his phone. Get off it, man. Absolutely.
Oh, mate.
Honestly.
Should have concentrated on that butterfly chicken, not the game, mate. You know what I mean? Let's be real. You know, I'll be seriously, man. Honestly, like, Gabby, fair play. You know, you're a pundit and whatnot, but I'm sorry, man. He said, yeah, guess what he said? He said, Che Adams beat him to every ball. Guess what? Lisandro Martinez won 5 out of 5 duels in the air. So he never lost any of the ball. So, I mean, but you know what, man? Forget them lot. But in terms of Lisandro Martinez, and our defense is a plus. We talk about our negatives in terms of our attack and whatnot. Our defense all of a sudden look like animals. They love to defend. Who would have thought that, eh? Take out Maguire and Shaw, and all of a sudden it's all rosy. You know what I mean? Nah, I'll be honest though. Lisandro Martinez, Varane partnership. This is what we want, Dominic.
Yeah, man, it's big, man. Look, when someone says on TalkSport, right? Look, I've realized that he was completely fishing. He was trolling, and we fall for it all the time. But it still got me angry because some people out there will believe that. But he was like, yeah, I was at Nando's because the guy said, "Did you watch the game?" He said, "Yeah, I watched it at Nando's." No, you didn't. Look, if you got kids, you ain't watching the game. The kids got all Pyrenees up their mouth. Daddy, love me, love me. He's not watching that game. But anyway, he said that he watched it, and every person was jumping above him and all this. It's a load of rubbish. it's a load of rubbish. Martinez comes with a different intelligence. He's actually quite strong for his height. But the thing about it, people go on like he's Tiny Tim, and every time he plays, they're waiting for him to mess up.
I know.
To make a mistake.
I know.
They're waiting for him just to. He even said that Ben Mee goal. Oh, Ben Mee beat him in the air. They were both falling down. Like there's this narrative which is unbelievable. Why don't you just appreciate that he's got 2 man of the matches and he's playing well? But no. Let's find something that will get people riled up, that will get callers called in TalkSport and say absolute nonsense. It's just making TalkSport look like a load of rubbish. It's just making them look like they've got no credibility, they've got no content. So they're getting someone to say that they watch the game in Nando's.
It's clickbait, isn't it? It's clickbait. They're clever.
I've stopped listening to TalkSport now because the last Gabeg, he didn't make it as a football. He'll never make it as a pundit. You know what I mean? That's it.
It's true, isn't it, Andy? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like TalkSport got a little bit of an agenda against United at the minute. There was a guy coming out today saying, "Oh, is it Cascarino said United won't make top 4 and this and that?" And it's like, bloody hell, mate. We've already played 4 games. Like, what are you making these predictions already now? I'm like, what are you?
It's like Sky guys at Ten Hag won't take interviews. Sky's banned him.
I know. I seen that one. Yeah,
brilliant.
Sky Cottrell.
Yeah. So, he still tried to answer. Give a question. He still tried to give a question, and he just blanked him. Yeah, you please. It's they hate us. If we're doing well,
ignored.
If we're doing well, they're always in bed with us. Oh, we're your best mate. We're always your best mate. Here, friends forever. And when we're doing crap, oh, we'll turn full 360. Knives in the back. So it's the way the media is. I mean, if it wasn't us, if it was Liverpool in crisis, they'd be after Liverpool. But because it's United and the way our transfer strategy and everything's going round, everything's on them. Everything's on us, on United. So it's just the way the media is. I try to switch off now. I don't bother listening to TalkSport. I don't bother with Sky Sports. If there's a peak from Fabrizio, I'll just go on there. I can't do Instagram at the moment because I've been suspended.
Yeah, crazy, man. Crazy.
Due to another Andrew Tate, and I just think it's hilarious.
Yeah. Hey, well, we were always, and this is why we're the biggest club in the world still. And this is not based on trophies. I'm not stupid. It's not based on trophies and what we've achieved in the last, 10 years, whatever. This is based on how people just want us to fail. They talk about us. They say we don't care, but they're tweeting about us when they tweet about their club. It's because we're Manchester United, right? Not in the footballing sense, but in terms of how big we still are. And like you get these narratives, right? You got Nunes went for the same price as Antony, and Nunes had one breakout season. One. He looks like Krusty the Clown. Like he looks literally one season. Give the brother a chance. You've got who else? You've got Fofana, right? Fofana. What was that? 75 million? Is that 75 million pounds? Right? What's that in euros? 80. I don't know what 85, whatever it is. Are you joking me? 85 million euros for Fofana. Are you having a laugh? That's more than Harry Maguire. But no one's talking. No one's saying, oh, no. It's because it's Manchester United. And look, we are always going to get this, and I don't mind it. But we always talk about this, guys. We always talk about this. I know it's just football, but this is a way of life for so many people. This is an escape for so many people. And when you got people running this club who look like they're playing Football Manager badly, this is what happens. This is what happens, man. Look, Martinez, keep on Martinezing, whatever that is. Martinezing. Yeah, good. That'll work. Keep being you. Keep being small and keep being big in stature because you're an amazing footballer and we need it like you. I saw when De Gea made that save. Martinez, they pushed him over by slapping him so hard in the back.
Yeah, man. You got warriors now, man.
Bro, I want Martinez to punch De Gea and knock him out flat after he saves. I want him to go into freaking hospital. I want that energy and that freaking fight, man. I want people to be happy again. With Maguire, Saeed, and Andy, it was too much like, oh, God, it was your ball. No, forget that, man. Let's get some hunger, get some fight.
Yeah,
that 1-0 victory. This is it. That 1-0 victory.
Fight for every scrap,
bro. We're gonna get results like that. The 1-0s when we're the backs against the wall for 45 minutes. We're gonna get results like that. But it's about picking up the points, learning from your mistakes, and keep going forward. Keep going forward. Don't think about I could have done better here. Keep going forward, man. This is Manchester United, man. We're better than this. We're better than
Yeah. Absolutely. Malacia and Martinez got it locked down, period. We look at, that partnership, Andy, is that there to stay for you? Is that now a case of Ten Hag has to stick to his laurels now? Obviously, he's got to manage Varane a little bit, but, that'll be the main two. I'm not saying I feel a bit sorry, but if Maguire comes back in, the scrutiny and the fan pressure is going to be immense because he makes one mistake and it's Maguire. So it's almost now, Ten Hag's doing him a favor now by bringing him out the kind of limelight and then maybe building him into certain games and then kind of going under the radar. But he's done a Joe Hart now. He's took him out of the team now twice, and I think he's going to stick with it. That's our partnership now, Varane and Martin, and they work well with each other.
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, that's the way forward. I mean, it was fantastic defending on Saturday, the team effort, scrapping, fighting, like pushing each other. I mean, even Southampton's defended. That's the type of defending you have when we missed in the first half. Bodies on the line. That's what we did on Saturday. It was brilliant to see. And if Maguire wants to be a part of this setup, you're going to have to play your part. Come on here, start there. But you're not guaranteeing first teamer anymore. And I got no sympathy for you. Got no sympathy for. Even if you won the World Cup this year, Harry, you still be a bit part within the squad. Not interested.
Mate, have you seen this as well? This just came out that another Premier League club also asks about Antony in July. The club will be revealed in September from Fabrizio Romano. Who do you think?
Where's that?
That's on a United report from Fabrizio Romano. Who do you think the club's going to be? Because I can't wait to find out who that is. I can't.
It could be Chelsea again, getting rejected out there. You know what I mean? They've been rejected a couple of times. You know what I mean? So it's probably that road, that club. Yeah. You know what I mean? But like I said, man, you know what I mean? Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy it yesterday, Dom? I know a lot of people don't like to enjoy these kind of 1-0s. I'm not gonna lie to you. I want to see entertainment, but at the same time, he's trying to make sure we're difficult to beat and building a foundation. So, and then the front four, front six can be able to do their job and be a bit more efficient. But we've not conceded. Obviously we conceded one against Liverpool, but we're strong for large parts of the period. But we are being very, very, and they didn't really have any chances. Come on, let's be honest, man. They didn't really have any clear cut.
Yeah, they're about 3 or 4.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
But not
the save.
That save. Yeah.
Tried it in the first half. The overhead kick near the end. I mean, Southampton, I tell you what, they give us a game. Last 25 minutes, and they'll be a decent outfit. They'll give anybody a game this season, and they'll do a nice mid-table finish. But defensively, it's brilliant. I love it, and I can't wait. Sometimes you got to start from the back, build a defensive unit, start your midfield, and if you got to scrape 1-0 off, if you get a 1-1 draw, take it. Just be happy. You're working hard. You start from the back, then you go forward, and eventually it'll all fall into place.
Yeah, it's true, because if you think about it, we haven't. When's the last time we won an away match? Was it 6 games?
7 games ago. Seven, man.
You know what? But did you lads catch this actually? Before the game, they started talking about cursed shirts, football shirts. Did you see that? They started talking about football shirts that are cursed. They really wanted us to lose before the game even started.
Great Manchester United kit.
Honestly, I swear on my life, they said, up next, cursed shirts. And I'm like, you know what? They want us to, because basically, obviously, we got smashed by Brentford in this kit. And I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, February. Wow. Crazy last game we won.
Don't. But yeah, we got smashed by Brentford in this kit. So I'm not going to lie to you. I was like, if we lose in this kit again, I started thinking about the cursed shirts. I'm like, what is BT Sport?
Looks like a high-vis, man.
Bro, it looks like going in the tunnels. But honestly, for Manchester United, we have BT Sport want us to lose because we're wearing the wrong shirt. It's cursed. We got players thinking, oh, God, we defended. And don't get me wrong, Sai, I'm like you. I want entertainment. That second half, I wasn't like, I was like, this is great. It's rubbish. It was terrible. It was just them coming on us. Thank God they're an average team, because if they had some better players and took their chances, like they could have easily beaten us. But what I really liked, and it's really important that everybody picks this up, is that we were hard to beat. When you start, like you're playing a team, we've all played football, just like little football, nothing professional. But when you feel like, oh my gosh, I just can't score, it starts to get in your head psychologically. You're like, crap. All right, you start overthinking things. So when a normal shot would just go off and goes in, you start thinking, oh, wait a minute, he might save it that way. and you start not doing the simple things. That's what we started to do because we were hard to beat. And that's what we got to now build up, like Andy was talking about. Get the defense right, get that away win, get the hard win, and then bring it together. And what it's going to be, what's going to really take us to the next level is getting those players. Because you know what? I will never forget, and I tweeted it ages ago, and you'll remember this, boys, right? At the very beginning, before Ten Hag came into this, and he signed his contract, and he was doing all these things, he said, I cannot, I'm going to kind of rephrase it, but I cannot play Ajax football with these players. He said it at the very beginning. He said, I can't play the football with these players because they're different players. I have to find the style for these players. Done. Done. That says it all. So if we're expecting us to see these triangles, these movements, these players playing 3 passes when no one's around for nowhere. You know when people play 3 passes and it's for no reason. They're just playing.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You know,
Man City.
Man City, they play 3 passes, they're not going anywhere, but they just want to. We're not doing that yet because we haven't got the players. But Malacia, been one of our best players.
Massive.
Martinez, 2 of the man of match experiences, right? Ericsson, we can't do it without him. Some of the balls he was playing, the progressing passes. When we get the players, when McTominay's out the team and on the bench where he should be, when Elanga is somewhere else, I don't know, gardening, and we've got Antony there, that's when we're going to see the team start to like Ten Hag. It's going to come. It's going to come, man.
Absolutely. Big up to Masood. 75 million for Farnot is literally 90 million euros. Nunes was 100 million euros. Saeed, don't let Matisse and Grizz run their mouth about Antony on the big 6. Don't worry, man. We got this, man. I got this, people. Guys, make sure you like the video, people. There's over 900 of us here. Make sure you hit them likes. Let's get to 500 likes before the end of the video. And make sure you guys subscribe to Dom's channel as well, man. I'll put it in the link in the description. When are you back? Are you back on YouTube soon as well?
Yeah, hopefully. I'll be back on YouTube soon, man. That was on my paternity, so I got that. But I'll be back on soon.
There you go as well. And obviously, make sure you follow Andy on his YouTube channel. But like I said, Andy, you know what I mean? That midfield area for you, are you a bit worried about that still a little bit? Obviously, Casemiro will get him, but McTominay and Bruno. Bruno got the goal yesterday, but he's almost an enigma because he'll get you the goal, but then it's like he'll shut you up. But then his overall performance it leaves a lot to be desired. I think he got like a 57% passing accuracy in that first half. Were you watching it on Stretford Paddock on the watch along?
Yeah, I'm watching it upstairs in the office. He wanted to be at the centre of everything. I mean, there was a free kick just before half time, and he wanted to do it, and I thought, no, let Ericsson.
Oh, Ericsson. I was going mad at that, you know. Were you going mad, guys?
He just hits it into the wall, and I thought, what a wasted opportunity. Now, I get it. I can understand his passion, but you can't be at the centre of everything in the driving force, man. You know, sometimes take a step back, let somebody else have a go at a free kick. If you want your captain as well, I understand that, but captain shouldn't be taking everything like somebody else is. You know what I mean? You should be letting other people taking a chance. But Bruno was like a mix yesterday. He'll come good. I think he's waking up now because I was scared for Bruno because I thought he might have gone the same way as Paul Pogba this year. So when he signed his new contracts, because at the end of the season, after we went out to Atletico, the body language, the performances was awful. But I think he is turning it around slowly. So you're gonna see little bits of Bruno. You're not gonna see that Bruno who first came in. I don't think we'll see that Bruno for a while, maybe.
You know what? Is that just because of the football we played, or is it now that he's been found out, Andy? Like, be honest.
I think it's because it's found out. Any player who comes in fresh takes the league by storm. I mean, eventually, will Haaland be sussed out? Will Nunes be sussed out? So, I don't know. You can Marcus Rashford, his first season, nobody could figure him out. I remember that as well. So, Martial, first season. So, you can, let's say, Dominic's right. Sometimes players can be brilliant first season. Then you're sussed out. People are wiser to you. And you got to adapt your game. Bruno's got to adapt his game now. Some of them United players got to adapt the game full stop, man. Even Sancho. You say you still got the talent, but he needs help. He's got to adapt, but he needs help with the right players around him. So players have got to adapt, but it's looking good. It's looking good. It could be a freak mutant show, this team, but it'll all well together and it'll come. It'll gel. And if it's solid, it'll be brilliant.
You know what? Do you concur with that, Dom, in terms of this team gelling? I mean, we got in terms of Bruno Fernandes, first of all, before I go into the consistency, Bruno Fernandes, this guy is almost like he's someone that you can't really understand until he scores a goal, and then it's like, you know what? I still don't like your performance, but I'll let you off for now. Like that's what. However, you have to tread water with Bruno Fernandes because he's always one goal away from shutting you up. But at the same time, is that how we're supposed to be feeling? Is that how we're supposed to kind of live? You know what I mean? As a United fan, you have to almost tread on eggshells with Bruno Fernandes.
I will never understand Bruno Fernandes. I'll never. I don't think Bruno understands Bruno Fernandes. He is. He's such a. Oh, he's so annoying to watch sometimes. But you know that he always needs to be on that pitch most times, not all the time. But he's just so frustrating to watch. Every game, you will see him make a pass that is so simple, like the through ball, easy through ball he could have made last game, scuffs it. I'm like, we don't talk about Bruno, no. It's just all the same thing all the time. And I'm just like, Bruno. But as Andy said, he can change his game, but I don't think Bruno knows how to. He's just, he came out interview and says, look, I know I do things that don't come off, but I'm trying to make things happen. And I understand that. And I think I respect him for coming out and saying that. I try to make things happen. It doesn't always work out, but I try.
But how long can you keep
that's what I mean.
You know what I mean? Like,
you know when that'll get exposed, sorry? That'll get exposed when we keep getting more players that are Ten Hag's philosophy and the way he plays football. Because if everybody's keeping the ball more and we're passing transitions and triangles and Bruno's still trying to do these glory balls, it's going to get found out and people are going to start going, Bruno, what are you doing? That's not what we practiced in training. That's not the philosophy of the club. Have you noticed as well, right? This is really, really clear. You know the clip that we saw in the preseason training when Ten Hag was like, okay, and he started saying, Sancho, don't cross the ball there, pass it back, pass it back. How many times have we seen someone from that same area cross the ball that much? We hardly see it. If you watch the next game, if someone gets that area where Sancho was at the edge of the box to the side, we tend not to cross it. We tend to keep it passing. So you can really see that Ten Hag is trying to get a sort of muscle memory, that sort of reflex football into them, that they know that this is Ten Hag ball. But I just don't know how quick and how much it will stick with Bruno. And there's a couple of players like this, and I'm sure you agree with me. Bruno reminds me a bit of Rashford. You can teach him for a bit, and it will stay for one game, but he'll go back to type in the second, third, and fourth.
Yeah, revert back to type. Yeah.
That's my worry about Bruno, because look, that goal he scored was unreal. But I tell you right now, if he did that 6 more times, probably only one goes in again. That was a very hard finish. And I tell you right now, if that didn't go in, people were like, "Oh, Bruno, why don't you take a touch?" I guarantee you, people would say that. Fantastic finish, but they don't always go in. But I could also see that was a move from Ten Hag in that way that we passed it, crossed it, first time, boom. That's an Ajax goal. Don't underestimate that. It's an Ajax goal. But it's just for me, Bruno, I will never understand him. I still want him to have competition. I don't feel like Bruno has competition yet because Van der Beek is not coming into the team at the way we play football. Bruno hasn't got competition yet. We need a real competition for Bruno to make him play better. And we haven't got it yet.
And Eriksen also is playing a bit further deeper, so he's not in the Bruno Fernandes role. Owinski says here, Bruno needs to chill, gather some composure. Well, I think we've got the manager now that won't take any slack, and let's see if the manager does that. Andy, how you finding the Premier League so far in terms of the competition? You know what I mean? Like I said, Arsenal, they've got their win, but I think we'll humble them on Sunday. I really do. I can't wait to humble Arsenal on Sunday. Anyone in the chat, you know what I mean, that's an Arsenal fan, you can have your own opinion.
Zane's not on tonight, innit? He's a very quiet.
Very quiet head of the week, innit? But
let me enjoy the moment. I mean, and if let's say Brighton were top of the league before the City game, before the Arsenal game yesterday. So let me enjoy the little moment. I mean, this is what I mean. Come next week, we could be in the top 4. I know it's stupid.
It's mad, isn't it? It's
mad. It's the competition in the Premier League and 3 points for the win. We're the last game, so Thursday, all the Premierships, all Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We play Leicester, we play Arsenal. We could be top top 3, top 4. That's how mad it is. So next Sunday, we'll have a good day. We could put Arsenal to bed. We could your bubbles burst, mate. Ain't winning the league, but I think that they are a force for top 4. I'll give them that. They've bought well.
We've just got to build our consistency, haven't we? In terms of Leicester, we surely got to beat Leicester
ourselves. Like I say, this is now me this season. I don't worry what other teams do now. As long as we're doing it game at a time, week by week. The games are coming thick and fast now. We've got Europe, we've got League Cup, we've got, then we pause, catch our breath. Everybody watches a World Cup.
A lot of games, man. A lot of games,
Christmas,
Andy.
Yeah, Christmas, World Cup. Then we're back to it till the end of May. So it's gonna be physically draining for everybody, fans alike as well. So
what? Sorry, I'm just a point back and say, Andy, because I completely agree with you in terms of look, we don't know what this league's saying. It's early days, right? We haven't got a clue.
Yeah.
But why do you think you to the point surely we got to beat Leicester? Why?
Because I just feel like they're in free fall, and I feel like
Saeed, don't say that, man.
Momentum,
don't say it.
Momentum. It's just keeping the momentum going.
I think also Leicester are in absolute dire. They're losing Fofana. They couldn't even beat a 10-man Chelsea yesterday.
Yeah, but man, don't say, man. I hear what you're saying.
I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to jinx it, but I'm just saying we should be beating.
Oh, don't be saying that. We'll play Harry Maguire Thursday against Leicester.
Oh, but that's out of my control, isn't it? That's out of my control.
That's a different idea.
But we should be beating Leicester. Yeah. We should be beating Leicester.
But based on what, though?
Based on the fact that they've not. Have they won a game this season?
I don't know how many points they got. How many points
they've not won a game this season. They've lost Fofana. Tielemans might be leaving before that game because
lost
it's
Schmeichel.
Lost Schmeichel. Well. They've lost they can't. I'm sorry, man. I'm getting overexcited, but I think we should be beating Leicester. But I don't know. And we should be building our momentum.
I will approach that Leicester game just like the Southampton game. I will go into it with the same open mind. We've got to get a result. Not saying we're going to beat them. But you say if you go into it with the same optimism, the same open mind, you'll get a result. And I say if we get something positive, a draw again, it's okay. Then we move on to the next game. We're still unbeaten.
No, I think the draw's a bad result. I'll be honest with you. I think the draw's a bad result.
You take it, I was saying you take it. It's still progression.
I take it. Do you think we should take it?
I think where we are right now, we should. If we get a draw at where we are right now in the Premier League, look at all the teams. Man City have gone down twice in 2 games. I know they come back, but people are doing a madness right now. This Premier League is the most competitive I've seen since COVID. They've been going COVID before COVID, right? I don't think we should take Leicester. I swear Leicester's our bogey team. We can't.
Yeah, Leicester. You know what? Mate, to be fair, but Southampton was a bogey team as well.
Brentford and Brighton, mate. So Dominic's got a point,
mate.
Let us know in the chat, people. 3 points. You know what I mean? What are we doing on Thursday, people?
Look, if you take the same approach, if you work hard, do your homework on him. You say he's under immense pressure now. I think he's under immense pressure. The owners haven't spent any money, so and he was linked to become our new manager last year as well. So
God, just imagine that.
Leicester have peaked now. They've won the league. They've won the FA Cup. They've done Europe. They've missed out on Champions League. They've lived the dream for the last 6-7 years, and fair play to them. I say, if you're a Leicester fan, you should be immensely proud, but you should be really worried this season because you could get Championship material if you carry on.
Yeah, no, I hear you. It's just one of those things. Like I'll never forget what Tielemans did to us, what Vardy did to us. Like they were playing. It's one of those things, right? With the Premier League, what I think it's so watched around the world and people find a stream anywhere they can to watch it is because every week is different. Every week is different. It's not like you can go to Leicester based on all the stats. I think they've lost 3, drawn 1, and say they're going to we should be beating them because based on the game against Southampton, should we be? Because we only played. We had about 3 or 4 chances. We just talked about that earlier. They dominated the second half, and are we going to play the exact same team again? Because basically, on the form that we're seeing, Ronaldo's not up to it, right? He's not up to it. And we can see the teams are playing quite dynamic and fast-paced. You've got to press. And at the moment, we can't even press at the moment. We've got Rashford, who I know he scored that goal, but he was quite ineffective that whole match. So, Liverpool, and he's ineffective last game. So why should we beat Leicester? Like for me, the only way we're beating Leicester is that if we play with full intensity like we're playing Liverpool. That's the only way we're beating Leicester, because Leicester have people that can hurt you. You know how many chances that Southampton?
I think you overplay Leicester's chances. I really do.
Mate, Saeed,
maybe that's the insecurities of United at the minute. Maybe it is. I don't know. But at the same time,
Dominic's got a point now. Dominic's got a point. You don't underestimate anybody.
You can't.
Comfortably going to beat Brentford, and we got absolutely our clocks clean.
That's what I mean.
So I'm going to say nothing. But it's that we were like to kill people the other week. We were screaming blue murder. We were ready with the pitchforks and the fire at Old Trafford, ready to burn the place down. in a metaphorically speaking, but you got to take that one game. No, 2 games are the same.
Madison, we wanted
unless you've won the league and you're just running on playing it at the end of the season, you got nothing to play for. 0-0, 1-0, 1-0, 0-0. That can happen at the end of the season, but when it's a new season, it's a different game.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters who we play at this point. It could be Man City, Arsenal, Leicester, Brighton. I don't know, Nottingham Forest. Every game is difficult. Every game is difficult because people are fighting for survival. You've got Nottingham Forest who spent £1 billion. It seems like they're buying players like every Tuesday. Like, and you've got other teams. Happy hour, right?
Discount at 5 o'clock. Can you get 50% discount?
It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. And then you've got you've got the other teams that are fighting for survival. You've got other teams that West Ham look like I don't know what day it is.
Aston Villa, Gerrard, mate, bloody hell.
Look, Liam Bailey just destroyed us in pre-season, and I don't care if it's pre-season; he's still good. We have to just hope and pray that the team we put out, and it won't. I guarantee this right now, it won't be the same team. We're not playing the same team 3 times in a row.
No,
it just won't happen. So now we need to get those teams because I can see Maguire coming in, I can see Shaw coming in. How's that going to work? How's that going to work?
The problem, this is it.
Iheanacho, Vardy, how's that going to work? This is what I'm saying.
Happens, that's where I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, maybe then I'll probably take a draw. They scare me, you know. Maguire scares me, and that's the problem. And it's like, I just hope they don't make mistakes, man. I just hope. But listen, people, we're going to wrap it up here. It's been a very, very good hour. Love to everybody that's watching. Still over 900 people watching, guys. Make sure you get the likes up. Let's get up to 500 likes, people. It's free. It helps the channel massively. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Andy, let them know where they can find you on YouTube and what you're up to lately.
Well, I'm only on TikTok now because I've been suspended because of the other Andy Tate. My Instagram's been suspended. Absolutely crazy. I've appealed it. I'm waiting on a reply. If I've done something wrong, I hold my hands up.
No, it's just because your name, innit? It's your name.
It's my name. But I'm the original. I'm the original, mate. You know what I mean? I was here on this planet long before he was.
Yeah,
exactly. He's bad news. He's bad news. But I'm on YouTube and I'm on TikTok. So find me on there. ATTV.
ATTV. Make sure you go check that out. And obviously, Dom, let them know where they can find you. Nice one for coming on, man.
Yeah, man. Always, man. So YouTube, we're coming back at some point. But yeah, just find me on Twitter, United Source, MUFC, and we'll chat on there.
Big up, big up. That's it, guys, for me. Tomorrow we'll be back for the Straight Jacket podcast with me and Nuruddin, 5:30 people. Hope you can join you there. But United, Antony, here we go. 100 million. He's on his way. Antony is a red. Take care, guys. Peace.